going up there is kind of a different feel because it's in a different gym with only a few thousand people there. You think that's any kind of difference in the way you prepare for the game?
No difference. Obviously, we prepare for our opponents the same way. You know, figuring out how we need to play ball screens, transition defense, all of those things. It doesn't matter, the venue in which you play. I just want our team to continue to get better every time we step on the floor.
Can a venue like that impact the game at all when it's that small and you got that many people right on top of you?
Mm, I think it can impact the game. I thought that when we played down in the Bahamas last year, it was a really small gym, and um, I just didn't think it, benefited, our style of play and the way we needed it. And Syracuse played zone, just collapsing zone, so everything seemed, the space just seems a lot smaller, especially in those circumstances. But we got that experience. Um, we're just going to go down there and just try to execute and get a road win.
Don't they put in some kind of ticket voucher system for the game? But a lot of USC fans, I think, still went and picked it up. So do you expect it to be like maybe a Duke atmosphere last year where it was all garnet and black?
Well, I don't know how many picked up the vouchers, but I know we'll have a presence there. And we get a couple of I think 100 tickets for our team. So we'll have some people in there that will, definitely cheer for us. I don't know if it'll be like a Duke situation or not, but we got to play the game. Hopefully, we'll have some people in there cheering us on. If not, we've been in hostile environments before as well. I think our team is ready to play in any situation.
Looking at Audra's program, they're kind of struggling, at least early. Does she talk to you about how rough it can be to try to build a program back up? Have you guys had conversations about that?
Yeah, I talked to her a little bit about a week ago. I mean, I just let her know that a marathon isn't won in the first mile. You got to really, be patient, and it takes a while to build. It takes, you know, 2 steps back, 1 step forward, and then it may be 3 steps back. But you do have to get players in there that really love the game. If they love the game, they'll do anything that their coaches are asking them to do. And you just got to, try to continue to recruit that direction.
Being the number 2 team in the country and coming off a Final Four, there's always a target on your back. With it being an in-state rivalry and everything, sure it'll be a little extra motivation for them. Have you talked to your team about just staying focused no matter what happened last year's game?
Well, it's Nikki Scout, and Nikki mentioned, the fact that it is a rivalry between the two schools, and in rivalries people tend to play up. So, we are warring against that particular element. But for us, we got to go out and play up to our standards, and that is continue to get the ball inside, where we create a huge advantage probably with any team that we're going to play. So we have to use that to our advantage, and it doesn't tomorrow night hopefully we don't take a break from that.
I spoke to Tiffany a couple of weeks ago about her work ethic and her workout habits. She talked about how when she was here as a freshman, she was working out hard, but she wasn't working out the right way. And you guys had to kind of fine-tune that and get her to maybe build on things she was doing in practice. Do you remember what that was like and how big of a role that played into helping her adjust to the college level?
I think the biggest thing I think Tiff thinks is a quantity. It's not quantity. It's the quality of shots that you're taking. I thought that in the maybe in her individual practices, she was probably playing a little bit too slow. And the game is just a lot quicker than what you play like in the gym, and you're shooting around. So until she's able to speed up those individual sessions, that's when she saw her shooting percentage increase and increase and increase and increase. And now finally, when she knows, if she's going in the gym to just kind of fine tune some things, you don't have to go at that pace. You just have to just make sure your technique is right, your rhythm's right. So I think now that she's a senior and now she's had, three seasons of kind of prepping, the speed and the pace that she needs to play at, for her to feel good about her shot. I just wish she brings, someone else in that, in the gym with her to get some of that work ethic and that efficiency that she shoots with.
I mean, was that a big step in making her the Tiffany Mitchell we see now?
That was a huge step. I think when you're a player, you understand you don't understand the big picture. You only think about yourself and how things feel for you. And that's what coaches are for, to show her the big picture and to get her, working more, efficiently than, just out there just trying to, log minutes and hours in the gym. Because it is 2 or 3 times a week, working at a good pace, small amount of times, but quality, And Tina Roy's got it, now. And I just hope it doesn't take, some other players 3 and 4 years to figure that part out of it. But they're probably not in the gym now anyway, so, they're not figuring that out. So, hopefully, some of the players that I feel can be pretty special, in the whole grand scheme of things, will, gets in the gym and works a little bit, i.e. Asia Wilson, Elena Coates. They need to get in the gym a little bit more because the time that we're together in practice is more team oriented.
Don, obviously it's something y'all just started this year, but have you been surprised, or probably not surprised, but how much people have bought into the Jihad stuff?
I am surprised. I am surprised because it's new, and I think a lot of fans, they like things the same way. We had a Chalk Talk incident where Chalk Talk has always been first come first serve. Well, there's a lot of people coming to Chalk Talk, so it filled up quite quickly, and some of the loyals didn't get in. So and it was a little bit different. Jihad is a little bit different too. And our approach to it, because we wanted to kind of, get the T-shirts out up front and not have to worry about it throughout the season. And it caught on, and I think, people really like it, to get all of their T-shirts up front and wait for an announcement to, what theme T-shirt, will be in any particular game. So I think it's pretty cool that, they bought into it.
Was it an idea y'all have based off of something else you saw, or is it just something that y'all wanted to do something different?
Well, we wanted to do something different. Last year we did retailing and just garden and black traditions, and they didn't really want to do it again. So we had to find a way to kind of capture, that audience of people wanting those T-shirts. And actually Ari came up with a great idea of just forming a T-shirt club, and what better way to pay tribute to Gamecock Nation and creating a hive.